Hi. So, before we start, I just want to point out, for the record, I know it looks the same, but yesterday's shirt was a green shirt. This is gray. So, let's just get started with your reading. Pulling a page. Energies, spirit. The spirit will be with us tomorrow and throughout the weekend. Dionysus, the night prowler. I also looked at Dion, which is Greek, but Dionysus, also known as Bacchus. Dionysus is popularly called the god of wine. However, that classification doesn't begin to do him justice, as this powerful deity is so much more than that. Dionysus presides over mysteries of birth, life, death, and resurrection. He is the spirit of untamed wilderness, an irrepressible male procreative energy, intoxication, shamanism, magic, joy, hallucinations, madness, and sexual healing. He was the last of the 12 deities incorporated into the Olympian pantheon, and so is usually classified as a Greek god, but his original homeland is believed to be Thrace. Modern Bulgaria and Romania both claim to be his birthplace. Dionysus was accepted as an Olympian by the 5th century BCE, but was known to the Greeks since at least the end of the Bronze Age. Dionysus was originally served only by women. His female devotees were known as Maenads, Greece, or Bacchanals, Rome. Although men served him too, women were leaders and initiators in the Dionysus rites, and certain rites were reserved for women. Ecstatic veneration was integral to his rites. To resist his call was to risk madness. Dionysus presided over the orgia, literally rites performed in the forest, from which the modern word orgy derives. His devotees danced themselves into trances. They danced until they tranced. Dionysus was twice born, first the child of Zeus and his daughter Persephone. Zeus named him Zagreus and designated him to heir over all other children. Jealous Titans kidnapped Zagreus, ripped him to pieces, and ate him, except for his heart, which Athena rescued. Livid Zeus reduced the Titans to ashes and formed humans from these ashes. Thus all people shared in Dionysus' essence. According to one myth, Demeter hid Persephone in a silicon cave guarded by 2 dragons. Zeus secretly slithered into the cave in the form of a snake and seduced Persephone, who conceived. A prophecy foretold that this child would rule over Zeus's other children, and so Hera sent Titans to kill the baby. The Titans whitened their faces with chalk so that they appeared to come from the realm of death. Attacking the child, they cut him into 7 pieces, boiled his flesh into a cauldron, then roasted him on 7 spits. This reproduces animal sacrifice rituals of the time. Zeus, lured to the cave by the sublime fragrance, realized the situation and hurled the Titans into Tartarus. Zeus brewed a love potion from Zagreus' heart and fed it to the princess Semele. She conceived Dionysus, but died before giving birth. Zeus rescued the unborn child, removing him from his mother's body and sewing him up in his own thigh to incubate until ripe and ready to be born. Dionysus was then hidden away for his own safety. He grew up in the wilderness of Thrace, nursed by goats. Dionysus was persecuted. Various spirits attempted to prevent him from achieving full power, most notably Hera, who struck him mad. Cybele healed him and then initiated him. Reaching maturity, Dionysus led a caravan through Egypt and Levantine coast, Asia, and India, accompanied by a parade of Maenads, satyrs, and panthers. Wherever Dionysus traveled, he taught people assorted agricultural and artisanal arts, especially viniculture, the creation of wine, and overcoming military opposition when necessary. Dionysus is not a fighter and does not usually harm anyone directly. Instead, he strikes them temporarily insane so that they harm themselves, sometimes fatally. Dionysus also liberates from madness and heals mental illness. Among the punishment he inflicts may be alcoholism. If appropriated, he can heal and relieve this ailment too. In addition to wine, Dionysus is associated with opium and mushrooms. His festivals featured nocturnal processions with music and masked costume revelers. These processions may be understood as armies of spirits, animals, musicians, and women exulting in their sexuality. Dionysus has dominion over all theatrical and dance performances. He is the patron of actors. He was invoked before all performances and presided over drama competitions. The floats, masks, clowns, dances, public drunkenness, and erotic theater that characterizes modern carnivals and parades are descendants of Dionysus's rituals. Manifestations. Dionysus typically manifests in the form of man, lion, bull, or goat. Oh my gosh, this is long. He is the horn-green man crowned with snakes. He is sometimes described as androgynous. Oh my gosh. Or effeminate with long, beautiful, dark, wavy, or curly hair. Dionysus is wine. By drinking wine, one shares the sacrament of Dionysus's body. Iconography is sometimes venerated in the form of huge phallus. Attributes. His primary attributes was the thyrsus, a wand, originally a fennel stalk, topped with a pine cone, also cymbals, frame, drums, and all other percussion instruments. Sacred animals, leopards and panthers, snakes, mules, donkeys, goats, and lions. Mount. Dionysus rides a chariot drawn by griffins. Plants, grapevines, ivy, walnut trees, fig trees. Colors, purple wine. Spirit allies. Dionysus also only wants to be alone when he's hungover. He is gregarious, friendly spirit, usually surrounded by many, including devotees, sacred animals, and other deities. His allies include Apollo, Demeter, and Persephone, Hecate, Cybele, Pan, Sadars, Semele, Silenus. Sacred days, devotion to Dionysus once dominated Greek winters. In Athens, he is honored by 4 festivals. Dionysa, end of November. Linnea, approximately 1 month later. And Thesteria, end of January. Great Dionysus, end of February. And the 6th of January, now celebrated as the Feast of Epiphany. It's the day celebrated by Eastern Christians as the anniversary of Jesus' baptism right in the Jordan River, but was once known as Theodosus, the gift of God. The day the water in the sacred spring of Dionysus' temple in Andros, Greece, tasted like wine. Clement of Alexandria, 140 to 215 CE, early church father, wrote that 6 January was Dionysus' birthday. See also Apollo and Bendis, Demeter, Green Man, Hera, Cybele, Adrane, Leto, Olympian spirits, Persephone, Semele, Shiva, Semelus, Titan, Semele, and Zeus. That's a long one. So I'll make this quick and just pull a couple cards from the Archangel Oracle deck and see if anything else aligns. Any other further guidance for this weekend? Those wondering. Peace. Archangel Chamuel, peace comes from remembering that only love is real. This one, Nurture Archangel Gabriel. As you nurture a child, you nurture your own inner child. Both activities are important for you right now. So having fun, peace of mind, and courage. Archangel Ariel, be courageous and stand up for your beliefs. Last one, the Pixie, the Norman deck, combining these energies, some of this reading, the Star and the Lady. The Man came up yesterday. Like I said, there's not a ton about these people cards. So, that's the Ace of Spades. And the Star, Six of Hearts. The Birds is on the bottom. Birds usually indicate messages. Star is 16. Saw the box again last night. Stars. Energy is positive. Keywords: astuteness, clarity, dreams, guides, healing, hope, intuition, navigation, psychic talent, spiritualism, success, like in bold. Full meaning. When you wish upon a star is a way to think about this card. A card of guiding hopes and dreams, not a time for action, but to listen to your inner voice for a while. Trust yourself and allow what you know is true to guide you. Cards on either side of this will be affected by this card in a positive and passive way. So, I don't know, the birds were neutral. So, and about communication. So, success within communication, love, a peaceful relationship, falling in love, career, a slow but steady goal is coming, stick with the path you're on. Characteristics, qualities, an optimistic person who lives by her intuition, is encouraging to others. Oh, we did get the woman, so it has to do with the woman probably. Woman in your life. Image origins. The background of the hermit makes another appearance. Here, the stars from the light inside the hermit's lantern, the mountains, and the card were borrowed from the Eight of Cups. Well, I hope you found that reading helpful, insightful, intuitive, or just signs, clarity for you, interesting, whatever it was. And I hope that you have a great, safe weekend. Bye.